So definitely, if you're looking for that, if you're into that, definitely look at the, when you go to that website, look up the Department of Social Service alone, and look at all of their postings. Okay. Any other questions? So how they do, Professor?
I think it's great.
Do they all get passing grades?
I don't know. We'll have to see. So I have a question in regards
Yes,
to the
ma'am.
internship. So if they were to go through your website, is the internships broken down into the different agencies?
Yes, what you do is, what's gonna happen is when you go here,
Yeah.
and you go to the blind, so you go to a blank search.
Yeah,
Click on the search, you're gonna go to the next screen, and inside that keyword,
yeah,
put down internships.
okay.
Just put that word in, and anything that has to do with internships will come under.
Throughout all the
Yeah,
agencies?
all the agencies, yeah.
Okay,
And usually between May and September is when the summer internships are available. And they usually go out there in March and April.
and some of them are paid and some of them are not
No,
paid?
they're paid.
They're all
Summer
paid.
interns are paid. Summer internships with City of New York are paid.
Wow.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you mentioned in a few slides about if you have a felony or like a criminal record,
Yeah.
you can't have like what is it, like a police officer?
Well, like for example, like a direct relationship. So, say for example, if I was convicted of bank robbery,
Okay.
I doubt I'm gonna get a job with the Department of Finance, with the Office of Management and Budget. I doubt I'm gonna get any job working with anything that has to do with money. Like if I got convicted of embezzlement, any kind of white collar crime, I probably won't be getting any job that has to do with anything, with money. But however, what if that happened, I'll say, I'm 45. What if that happened when I was 18? Now I'm looking at what, 27 years now have passed. What have I done in 27 years? Oh, I got a bachelor's, I got a master's, I got a PhD. I got out and I started working with community-based organizations. So what am I doing? And that was when I was 18. It was a youthful discretion. Someone gave me a check, I thought it was good, I cashed it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you look at that, you have to apply all those factors involved. It's not just, oh, it's just a felony, that's it. No, you have to look at everything, behind it. Okay? And definitely put it down. And that's only after the conditional offer has been made. So if you apply for a job, say you come to DCAS, and your first name is?
Yolisa.
Okay, so Yulisa, I'm gonna hire you, I want you to be our clerical aide, we're gonna start you off at $32,000. You say, yes, I'll take it. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna say, okay, we're gonna give your name to our HR representative, and they're gonna call you. So then they call you about a week later. It's gonna come down to give you the employment package, which has a 21-page employment application. You take it home, they tell you fill it out and bring it back to Yulisa as fast as you can. All right, you go home on Friday, you open it up, page 3, it says conviction record. Oh, okay, so they're asking about it. And you put down, yes, I have. I have a misdemeanor. Then you give it back in. All right, everything's completed. Then they tell you, well, Yulisa, the job's not for you. And why? Well, something that came up in your background. All right, please tell me about it. They have to give you a job analysis. It's about a 4 or 5 page report telling you why your background is making you not qualified for the position. But that can only happen after that conditional offer has been made. But put it down anyway. You put it down. They can't do it unless if it's minor. That's why I tell people too. There's the mature crime, and then there's the youthful indiscretion. Train hopping. I've seen that from guys that are 60 years old and they hop the train back in '82. I'm not going to even bother with that. So I hope that answers your question. Yes, no, maybe. So.
No, because I wasn't finished with the question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I actually spoke.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was saying, like, say for example, like I want to be a police officer, right? But you can't because you have like a felony. But like if I had like a parking ticket or like a top
So like for example, yeah, like the police officer, because of special patrolman status, and you got to get the carry permit. There's certain, I guess, crimes that you can't because it won't let you have a firearm. But like anything, like for example, you have 2 types of crimes really. You have the misdemeanor and you have the felony. Okay, violations are non-reportable offenses. So if you got a violation, that's basically, that doesn't even matter here in the States. Okay, but if you have a misdemeanor or a felony, which are reportable offenses, you have to put those down. Okay, and if you have anything sealed, the only jurisdiction that can tell you that is the court, and that you'll see on your certificate of disposition. The court can only tell you if it's sealed. I've heard so many people say, but my lawyer said it was sealed. No. I don't want to hear what the lawyer said. Where's the paper from the court? And I always tell people too, like if you got convicted in Brooklyn, don't go to the Bronx looking for that paper. If you got convicted in Staten Island, don't go to Manhattan. We're not LinkedIn. This isn't LinkedIn where all the courts are, together. So if you got convicted in Richmond County, in Staten Island, you gotta go there to go get that paperwork. If it's in Brooklyn, Skidmore. If it's in the Bronx, you go to 161st Street. If it's in Manhattan, you go down to Center Street. And if it's Queens, I believe it's on Queens Boulevard. So you wanna make sure you go to the court of jurisdiction. Yeah, but for police officers, firefighters, but I've seen firefighters and police officers, and I got friends in there, a lot of them got misdemeanors and they're cops. So it does happen. So people do get hired. Okay? And I hope that answers your question, yes?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry to cut you off short, I thought it was there, I apologize. There's a little bit of active listening, I didn't loop in to get the whole entire story for you, I'm sorry. Yes, active listening. Anything else?
What about drug testing?
Drug testing depends on the agency where you're at. So if you're at transit, sanitation, you definitely will be drug tested. Definitely, because you're handling vehicles, so cops, firefighters, so it depends on the agency. When I got hired, I have not gotten a drug test since I've done working for the city for 24 years, almost. But I'm okay. If they actually do it now, I'll be okay.
I ask because there's so much discrepancies now with people taking CBD.
Yes.
And that tends to come up for, depending on what spectrum you're using or what have you. They sell them at the, corner stores, and then it shows up that you have THC in your system, but you're really taking CBD.
So definitely, like for example, if you're going for a job that handles any kind of large machinery, anything that has to do with anything, a crane, or any of the CDL license, like any of the trucks, the sanitation trucks, anything that has to do with large equipment, you will get drug tested. They don't want even the prescription drugs. You have to list down ones that make you groggy, make you a little bit, I'm saying loopy, but make you a little bit slow because you're handling this equipment, and there's a public safety involved. And of course the fire department, police, all that's, we are going to go through the medical ring on that. We definitely want to look at the agency. Any other questions? If those are any questions, I guess I'll take my flowers now. And that's it. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it, guys. Any questions for Angela? All right. Thank you, everybody. If you didn't get anything, please come down here. We have pens. We have little notepads.